Most men permit appearances to determine their inner condition. A change in circumstance becomes their permission to feel differently. They borrow their feeling from appearances, but the law works in reverse. If a physical fact can produce a psychological state, then inversely, a psychological state can produce a physical fact. If heat can produce motion, then motion can produce heat. And if reality can produce feeling, then feeling too can produce reality. This is not emotionalism, it is law. Men stand before the mirror, waiting for the reflection to change first. They worship the visible and forget the unseen that sustains it. A number appears in the bank account, and they dare to feel secure. A word of praise lifts their spirit. An unanswered silence casts them into despair. Thus they move through life reflecting appearances, never knowing they themselves had formed them. He worshipped his tools and forgot the hand that held them. And so the movements of the outer world become the master of their being. Man believes that feeling follows reality. I tell you, reality itself follows feeling. If the realized desire would awaken within you a definite feeling, then that feeling, occupied inwardly, must objectify itself outwardly. The man who waits for proof before he dares to feel fulfilled has already surrendered cause to appearances. You cannot persist in the feeling of insecurity and command the world to yield security. Feeling is not intensity, not emotional excitement, not effort. The conviction that the thing is already so. A man may say, "I am successful," while secretly dwelling in failure. A woman may judge herself abandoned by the silence of the world, unaware that the world reshapes itself around the state she occupies. The deeper mind responds not to words, but to the state habitually occupied. And the world does not reflect what you touch occasionally. It reflects the state to which you continually return. Many a man has mistaken a state long occupied for himself. For that which man continually feels himself to be, he comes to believe himself to be. For what man returns to, he becomes. Identity is not changed by pressure. Man begins to give his allegiance to the state he desires to occupy, and the former reactions fade as the reasoning of one he no longer is. Man does not return to limitation because he desires it. He returns because it feels familiar, and so they continue wearing the garment of disappointment and delay, wondering why life continues to answer them in the same manner. The man who returns nightly to the feeling of failure does not merely remember failure, he gives it life again, and so yesterday becomes tomorrow. What men call reality is often but the lingering shadow of states long sustained. The outer world is not telling you who you are. It conforms to the states you formerly occupied. The record can reproduce only what was first impressed upon it. So too, the feeling impressed upon consciousness must externalize itself as event. Therefore, assume the feeling of the fulfilled desire. Awaken within yourself the feeling that you already are that which you wish to be, and you must live and move and have your being in that state. For the feeling sustained within must externalize itself without. You are not asked to force the shadow. You are asked to assume the state, for cause and effect are reversible. I will tell you again, the outer world is not the cause of your inner condition. It is its outpicturing. That which is accepted inwardly must appear outwardly. So cease asking appearances for permission to feel fulfilled. If you judge after appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by the evidence of your senses. Assume the feeling, for man becomes that to which he inwardly consents. No thing in this world has power to determine your state but yourself. A state is but a state, and man may pass from state to state, and the unseen persisted in must take form. You were never born to kneel before appearances. Neither heaven nor earth has power to diminish you, save your own consent. You are the operant power. Therefore cease bowing before appearances, and assume the feeling of that which you desire to be true, because it exists now. For the law works in reverse always.